everyone, welcome to my channel. Well, today we have a new drone by GEPRC called the Mark V. Let's jump back a little bit and take a look at how the Mark V came to be. So in the past, if you watch a lot of my reviews, you'll see there's one drone I really liked. It's called the Mark IV by GEPRC. This is the analog version. I was blown away with this drone. It is really good, and it's very inexpensive for a drone of this caliber. And it's totally analog, so if you're getting into the hobby, a lot of times you start out analog. So then GEPRC said, well, that did well, so let's make the Mark IV. Let's make it digital and put GPS on the back. So then they made this version, which obviously is just as good as this one, but even better. So if you want digital, you have this one too. That's the Mark IV. So now we're in the year 2022. Hopefully this video is coming out in 2022. And we have the Mark V. Now the Mark V, as soon as I pick it up, it feels really solid. Like even on the back, check the frame out. It's very nice. It's an X frame, and a lot of you who watch my channel know that I love the X frame. The X frame is really balanced in flight, at least I find. The only negative a lot of time with an X frame that people don't choose it is because this little camera out here where your pilot camera is, where you're looking in your goggles, in my case they will be digital because it is a digital camera, is that you will see the props. Usually you see them because the lens is quite wide angle and the props have just enough to get in there. So I don't know if you'll see them on this one. I would kind of guess you might because it is an X frame. But either case, it's really well built. Chunky piece of aluminum up front to protect your camera, which is nice. Good size carbon fiber on the arms. The motors look pretty decent as well. They look nice and beefy. They are 1900 kV motors. This is, when I say 1900, for those who are experienced, you can tell right away, this means it takes a 6S battery. So this is a 6S version. Look at the compact design. It's quite compact for a drone of this caliber. At least I find it's quite compact. So it should fly well. I haven't flown it. That's what this video is about. We're going to go out in about a minute and fly it, or less. Everything else looks pretty decent on it. And to tell you the specs on it, how about I put them up here so you can read the specs, everything. And then the next thing I want to say is I'm going to head outside and fly it. I think the battery I'll use would be one of these. So these are all 6S batteries. I have a 850 milliamp hour battery. It's not very heavy. I have a 1050 milliamp hour battery, a little heavier, and then I jump up to a 1300 milliamp hour LiPo battery, heavier. So the more weight you put on the drone, the less performance it has in doing speed, flips, rolls, cornering, everything else. But those motors look beefy, so it should work out well. Ready to go without a battery. The weight is 422 grams. And if I add on the lightest of batteries, the 850, what are we at? 574 grams. Now I am going to put a camera up front to record the video in 4K at 30 frames per second. I'll either put a DJI Action 2 camera up front, or I'll put a full-size GoPro, or I could put something even smaller like Insta360 Go 2 camera. Anyways, whatever you see me with out in the video, that's what I decided on in the end. What I could do, since this unit here, like other units, is equipped with a unit at the back to record at 1080p 60 frames per second if you put a micro SD card in, what I might do is use that and show you the video from that. But I guess we'll see when I get out there and go fly and what I remember to do and what I remember to hit record on and everything else. All right, let's get out there and go fly. All right, I'm pretty excited to take out the Mark V and try this out. I did decide to put the DJI Action 2 camera up front. I'll try that again. It's very dull out today, very dull. Not the greatest for lighting, so I don't know how this is going to work out. I don't like flying on dull days because when you're doing flips and rolls or going low to the ground, I can't tell the difference between the snow and the sky. It's a little dangerous. Anyways, battery I'm going to try is this 850 milliamp hour battery. It's not very heavy. I'll put it on and we'll see how it performs. Here we go. All right, we're all good. I see a few people heading out to do ice fishing. This should be interesting, so let's go check it out. Put you in acro mode and arm it. And this will be the first flight. Here we go. Take it away up, miss the trees. Let's go check out what we can see. Don't want to get too low because I cannot always make out the ground. There's the people walking to go ice fishing over on my left, and there's some ice fishers out there. Pretty sweet. All right, I'm gonna go around. I don't want to annoy people, but I'm just gonna fly nice and slow around them. I'm sure no matter how slow I go, they think I'm annoying them, but there we go, I'm coming back now. All right, so how does this fly? Well, it's very smooth. It's almost like I'm flying a camera drone. It is very smooth. It's not overly quick with that battery on. I thought I would go zooming, but no, it's not overly quick. It's pretty decent here. Got trees over here. Let's just go up. Lots of punch out power. I gave it very little there, but no problems there. Coming back this way, let's look at my world and just do a nice slow flip. No problem there, or a roll I should say, another one. Nothing, no issues there. This here is, what we're looking at here is a marsh. It's for ducks in the summertime, and all these white areas would be frozen snow and ice. Now I am flying behind me, so the transmission coming back to me is still pretty good. Yeah, it's still pretty good. There's my Jeep over there. There's cars always slowing down. The gawker is wondering, what's he doing? All right, so it flies well. The battery is not even depleting at all. The battery's really good, so no issues there. I've got the 850 on. I don't expect to get a long flight time with the 850, but yeah, you can definitely get a flight time nonetheless. I'll stay away from, I don't want to be a peeping Tom, stay away from the buildings here, but let's just come on back. You can see it's kind of foggy out here. We do have a little bit of snow dropping and mist. I'll bring it back and I'm going to go fly to another area. So let's come on back down. Let's go back let's go by our little fishy over here. There, Mr. Fishy. This is always popular in the summer when the sun's out because it glows nice and green. But right now it's kind of dull out, so it's not glowing anything. But easy to fly and manage this drone going in circles and orbits and all sorts of things. It's very, very easy to control. No issues at all. So I think anybody who gets this one will enjoy. Is that a skating rink? What is that? Holy cow, something happened there. Look at that. I didn't even notice that. All these barriers around this portion, it's like it's cut into the ice. And then we have a skating rink over here. What is that? I'm not walking out there to check that out, but that is different. I haven't seen that before. All right, let's bring her on back to me. All right, so I'm over here. I'll slow it down. We'll come nice and low to the ground. I'll bring it in sideways. There we go. Coming over to me, and I'm right behind this cement barrier. I gotta keep it going slow. Let's bring it on back. Let's try not to hit the cement barrier or the rocks. And we'll plop it down any place here. There we go. That's what you gotta do when you get snow in your drone. Blow it off so it doesn't melt, because I'm gonna put the drone in my car and go to another location. I don't want anything to melt. All right, just to show you it flying with my hat cam up here, I'm going to arm it. All right, just hovering it in the air here, nothing exciting. I'm just seeing how balanced it is. I have a massive battery on it. Seems to be okay. It's very easy to fly, like very tiny inputs on the throttle, and it just hovers there. Really nice. This is really good. So I think a lot of people would like a quad like this because it's tuned really, really well. It's hard to do this with a lot of quads, just to keep them over like your landing area, your hover. I'm trying to keep it as close as I can. And yeah, it seems to work out quite well. All right, let's plop it on down. There we go. All right, I'm at a different area now, and this is my beach in the winter. There's hardly anybody around in the winter. People come out to do walks, but... All right, I had planned to fly this here in this area, but if you look behind me, people are showing up and there's people everywhere, and I can't fly something like this around people, so I'm not gonna fly anymore. And also my hands, you notice I was flying without gloves, they're getting kind of chilly, so I'm gonna call it a day. You'll have to take my first video as being the awesome video with this drone. I will bring it out again in the future on other days, maybe when it's sunny, and fly it around some more, because it is really easy to fly. It flies very smooth. The only thing I noticed it doesn't have a lot of speed. I thought it would have a little bit more speed, but that's not a problem, because when you have a drone that doesn't have a lot of speed, that means it's easier to control at lower speeds. And this one is super easy to control at lower speeds, and you can do all the freestyle because it is a beautiful X frame, that's for sure. Now, one thing I haven't shown you so far is what you get in the box, so check this out. This is the box your Mark V comes in, and when you open the box, you're going to find your beautiful Mark V, and it is so well constructed that you will be impressed with how it feels in the hands. You'll also receive 2 sets of props and a tool to put the prop nuts on or off, as well as a pile of battery straps. Also, if you want to remove the camera mount, you can put on a piece of carbon fiber or put on a totally different camera mount. 2 battery grips are included. Just peel off the back on one and stick it in place. Finally, you get a pile of additional screws as well as manuals, stickers, and of course the quick start guide. So my final thoughts on this little guy, I would have to compare it to a Nazgul drone. You know, the iFlight Nazguls? Those are some of the best drones for FPV on the planet. They are really well constructed. I think GEPRC, they went above and beyond, like putting the aluminum, the huge piece of aluminum up front for strength. Just the way they have the boards way off the stacks here, way off the frames, so there's no vibrations. This is the digital version, and you can put a micro SD in the back if you wish to record on this one. And they have all the TPU, you know, like the 3D printed things to protect the arms. It's really well. Good solid carbon fiber construction all around. It feels very solid in the hands. This drone feels like you paid more for it than it actually costs, because it's very solid feeling in your hands. So if you're somebody who likes iFlight Nazgul drones, and those are expensive as well, if you're somebody who likes those and you've been buying those all the time, you'll really like the GEPRC Mark V. It is very high quality. Like I said, it just feels so solid in the hands, and it's an easy drone to fly. So go check it out. I'm going to put links below. Obviously, it's on the GEPRC site. I'll see if I can find some other sites that it's on as well, and go check that out and see if it's for you. And in future videos, you'll see me out flying this, chasing airplanes and other cool things like that. All right, guys, thanks for watching this one. If you have questions on this drone, just post it below and I will get back to you. But until then, I am going to go and warm these little babies up because they're not moving very fast anymore. And yeah, thanks for watching. Oh, and this beanie hat, this is a gift from my son and his wife. They had it specially made for me, so no, you can't buy the Captain Drone beanies. In Canada, we call them toques. Other place, they call them beanies. But maybe in the future, I'll have them out. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video. Bye.